Hello everybody, welcome back to Diamadic's gaming channel. Today we're looking at Resident Evil REmembrances. This is a fan game by Brazilian game developer Rod Lima on the Unreal Development Kit. Basically it's a non-profit minigame in the world of Resident Evil 2. It's kind of like an alternate story where you play as Albert Wesker or even Sherry Birkin, you kind of choose. So this is the menu here. You can see all the different options here. So yeah, start a new game here. You can choose Wesker or Sherry Birkin. So I'm going to choose Sherry first. Sherry Birkin, this is the older version when she's grown up. And basically you just spawn in the world here. This is kind of where the end of Resident Evil 2 happens here in the tunnel. So basically you're outside of the tunnel, you wake up, and it's kind of like going through the psyche of the character Sherry Birkin. It's kind of like a dream sequence kind of thing. You know, two helmets here. It's like Leon and Sherry left, and then she's back in the world of Resident Evil 2. Basically, it's kind of like a revisit of the areas after the events of Resident Evil 2. So this is the menu. It's like fully functional. Looks good there, and on the Unreal Engine, it looks really great. All the different light map bumps and everything like that, bump mapping, specular lights. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this tunnel here, and there's dead bodies coming up here. So these demos are very short. It's just kind of to showcase what's capable, what Rod Lima basically wanted to do for his own personal kind of use. He just wanted to see what he can do for learning the Unreal Development Kit. So he decided to make these games, these mini games. They're pretty fun, and they're free, non-profit, of course. Just uses assets from Resident Evil Revelations and different other games as well. But yeah, you can actually have the older the shoulder look. Cut sequence here. So it's, yeah, basically like the Resident Evil 4 over the shoulder look, but it does occasionally go to the classic mode as well. But yeah, there's bullets in these dead bodies. I just keep searching them here. And I'm going to continue on. So these are just like mini demos anyways. There's bugs and stuff like that, so it's not perfect. I mean, it's not meant to be perfect anyways. Just meant for fun. A little showcase demo. So this area is where the Resident Evil 2 ended. So that door's locked. So I'm gonna enter the train here. Little cutscene. And yeah, she's just remembering Resident Evil 2 where she was on the bed there and they escaped. Kind of a little flashback. But yeah, this is kind of like, again, dealing with the psyche of the character, so it's kind of like a hallucination, kind of whole dream sequence here. So that, yeah, that's dog basically spawned out of nowhere. It's kind of like a green area now. So it's kind of like a dream hallucination. The first time I actually played this, it was a licker, not a dog, so I think it's probably random. And yeah, you just kill it and disappears. So there's a key on the ground here and a item box, like the classic Resident Evil. You can't really actually use it, it just has a first aid spray in it. And there's an ink ribbon and a typewriter here. So you can actually save the game, except it doesn't really work too well. You can only use one of the spaces, I do believe, and I don't know, it's just really glitched out. And it uses your ink ribbon right away, kind of thing, when you do save it. At least the combine feature works in the menu itself, which is great. The controls are a bit awkward just because you do have to control the character, looking left and right and stuff with your mouse, so it is kind of weird the turning with the mouse. So there's dead liquor there, and there's some bodies on the ground. Nothing else here. But yeah, in Resident Evil 2, that's where you come down the elevator to escape. And I found that key next to the save area, so I unlocked the door. And there is a herb back here. Yeah, I like the way it looks and everything. It kind of brings back nostalgia of the old style of the game. They should really make another Resident Evil like this. But yeah, all the links for Rod Lima's information will be in the link description down below, sorry. He has a YouTube channel, he has a lot of videos about him creating and recreating the game. He did the Resident Evil 2 remake, also just porting things over to the Unreal Development Kit. I don't think he's really going to release anything, just because it's for his personal use only, and he's just kind of learning like he wanted to learn. I think he released these demos just to showcase what the Unreal Engine can do and stuff with Resident Evil. There's another herb here. So I'm gonna, you can combine the herbs as well, which I'm gonna do there. So, there's a triumph that's landed here. So I'm going to run away, exit this area. As soon as you exit, actually, you do die. It is a bit weird, but it's you respawn. And it's kind of like another dream sequence. You just spawn right back in here with the triumph. And yeah, the screen's all pink now and everything. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to use that herbs. So I think you have to shoot the triumph as much as possible for another sequence to be added in, the cutscene that is. So basically you shoot it, it kind of dies. It runs at you, and then this dream sequence is over, the hallucination's done. So it's gone now, but I'm going to pick up these spark plugs, I do believe. They're for, yeah, joint plugs. And combine that back into that, use that. You do spawn with a photo as well. I didn't really take a look at it too much, but I'm not too sure of who it is. Probably Leon and Sherry, maybe. But yeah, you go back out here, there's actually zombies now. So I'm going to try to combine this there. And I'm going to go into the menu here, and you can actually change the camera perspective, so over the shoulder setting I can get some headshots in here, the Resident Evil 4 style headshot, and the ragdolls are nice too, I like that. So I'm going to put these spark plugs in to that machine over there. I'm going to change the camera actually, first person. You can view it in first person as well. It's kind of weird, but doesn't work 100%. So the spark plugs, I have to use them here. And you do have to go to the menu and hit use for them. Put the spark plugs in, and the door unlocks on the opposite side there. Yeah, so I'm still in first person mode. I'm gonna go up the stairs and try to shoot a zombie while in first person here. So it's a bit difficult, the aiming, especially where he's far away. And I don't really have much bullets. There's a headshot, nice. And you can reload with the R button as well. So I'm gonna change back to original style camera. And these are zombies here. That was a lucky headshot there. These zombies are different. They look burnt. Maybe they came from the labs or something. So I have 3 bullets. I'm gonna change the camera back to over the shoulder, try to get some headshots. Ooh, this guy is running. So that guy's a bit close. Okay, I'm gonna equip the knife out of bullets. And I'm gonna try to glitch it here so that they don't really climb up the stairs and I just attack them. Because I don't want to die. Okay, they're on the ground. I mean, yeah, I'll just make a run for it, screw it. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't get that door to open here. So, let's take care of this guy first. Ooh, knife headshot, nice. Okay, so there's no things in my inventory. Can't get the door to open. Let's see. Do I have to use this thing? Nope. I don't want to go back down there. Let's try the door again, and maybe just at a weird angle. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that door you have to be on the right angle to use it. So basically, you just go in the elevator here, and this is the end game, end of the game here, the demo. That's for Sherry Birkin, anyways. So you can play as Albert Wesker, which I'm going to play next in the second part of this. Well, it's gonna be in this video, but not a second part of the video. But yeah, these are the basically. I'm not too sure. They're just the menu or the credits for the actual game itself, Resident Evil. I'm not too sure which 2 games they are, but it's kind of weird. But it does take a long time to get through the credits here, so I'll just let it go through. So basically, the second part of this here video coming up right after these, I'm going to play as Albert Wesker, and basically it's along the same events, during the events of Resident Evil 2, whereas Sherry Birkin, I do believe it was basically after the events because you're older and you kind of revisit the area, and the one that has Albert Wesker, basically it's during the same time frame, I guess, the same events of Resident Evil 2. And yeah, I mean, all the links will be down in the description below for Rod Lima's YouTube channel and all the other links for the Unreal development kit and stuff like that. So basically he's just saying it's an educational project. Neither Capcom or EpicGames approves it or knows of it, I guess, as he's saying down below there. So it is a free non-profit fan game. Yeah, I don't think he's really going to release much of anything in the near future, just because it's kind of using the assets from the different video games that are ripped from the games directly, so it's kind of like Capcom's kind of property, I guess you can say. Well, it is, but yeah, and there is also Resident Evil 3.5 video that I'm going to upload as well. It's kind of a recreation of Resident Evil the Tokyo Game Show build, I guess, where that has hallucinations and the Hookman, the famous Hookman. And he also did a recreation of that, so I'm going to upload that video as well. You'll see it in my YouTube channel uploads. And so that is the end credits for the Sherry Birkin scenario on Resident Evil Remembrances. And you can save it here at the end, except the save feature doesn't really work at all, so it's kind of broken. But if you do hit save, it will say Sherry Episode 2, so I'm not too sure really what that means, and when I try to load it, it doesn't work at all, so yeah, that's probably just a thing that he's kind of a hint. So I'm going to start as Wesker this time, restart it here. And you do spawn near the Resident Evil, or the Raccoon City Police Department. This is where Leon in Resident Evil 2 spawns. And the big truck is gone, so you can't go through there. But you can access the back of the Raccoon Police Department through this area here. And yeah, playing as Wesker is pretty interesting as well. Okay, so there's a few zombies here that I'm gonna kill. One of them has actually a key that he drops. There's 3 zombies altogether in this room. So it's the key to this door here. So this door's locked. And there's some items in here. Green herb. And this zombie on the ground does have the key on him, so I'm gonna pick that up here. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything else in the room that I need to get. But it doesn't really look like it. Special protector, please boost my powers for a short period of time. So yeah, it's interesting because Wesker does have special powers from the progenitor or the virus that he's infected with, basically. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but yeah. So this zombie has the keys, cabin key, and he has a injection thing to help empower his powers. So I'm gonna unlock the door here. And there's a red herb here, and a ink ribbon and a save. So I mean, I can save it, but if I like load it, oh here, I'll just watch this sequence here. So there's Kendo. Alright, Kendo's case. So there's ammo and the serum. So I filled my serum. And Control B is for a thrust punch. And there's ammo kits here. But yeah, there's a key as well for Kendo's gun shop. But yeah, the save feature doesn't work, basically, I was saying. If you load it, it'll just load you outside of the world, then you fall, then you die. It's kind of, I'll show you at the end of the video, but yeah, so I guess I have to go to Kendo's gun shop, and so I'll just try out my power there, Control B, the power punch. But yeah, so you exit out here, and there's a nemesis that actually comes. So this is the boss one. He launched a rocket at those zombies. Comes down. Stars. So I found, I don't know if I can kill him or not, so I just decided to run away, try to get to Kendo's gun shop. I think to beat this scenario, you do have to kill him while using your thruster punch thing. I didn't do it just because I kept dying so much, and there's so many zombies around. I like how he picked up the zombie, all the ragdoll action. Nice. But yeah, this is familiar from Resident Evil 2. Get to the gun shop. So I have to take care of that threat here, it says. So I mean, I try to kill the nemesis, but I mean, I just keep dying every time, and I can't really get to kill him. But so that's kind of the end for me, anyways, for the scenario, this scenario. And yeah, that's kind of what that is, and that's Resident Evil REmembrances for the Unreal Development Kit. So down below, I'll have the links for Rod Lima's YouTube channel, stuff like that. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you again sometime soon.